So I woke up to something today that I totally did not expect. I mean, I should have expected it at any point in time, but clearly it caught me off guard. Let me just show you. So somebody on YouTube, named Fraud Talk, is taking my TikToks and sharing them on YouTube, tagging me, and labeling them with completely inaccurate captions to try to say that I'm a fraud. You know, the same thing that I get all over here on TikTok. People think that I'm a fraud, I'm a scammer. I'm just trying to, get rich quick or some shit off people type of thing. That, I'm not really going through a hard time, that I don't have a child with autism, that I don't have autism myself. You guys know, you get it. As you can see, they tagged me and then getting called out. It's so funny. Then the next one, that was the one of me crying, talking about my mom making fun of me for not remembering names. And then they titled it, LOL, she did ask them to repeat names, and they did. Yeah, in a condescending way. But see how they're not mentioning any, I'll note. Well, I already removed them from my YouTube, but obviously they're getting this from TikTok, and I can't figure out who they are, so whatever. They're probably gonna see this video. They'll probably take this video and share this video, which is fucking hilarious. But I know that they're not gonna mention anything at all about the fact that I may have autism, that I have borderline personality disorder, that I have epilepsy, that my son has autism. They're just gonna make it look like I'm lying, because they must be really delusional or crazy. I don't know. They're obsessed. Something's going on where they think that clearly I'm a liar. Then the next one, because how dare a mom feel confident and hot about herself within days of each other. Of each other of what? Of that video? Because that video was a long time ago. What are you talking about? What? What does that have to do with anything? Okay. And then again, me talking about the $550. I took that video and I put Mooch Melody Lynn crying because people don't take her seriously or some shit like that or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it said. Now, I will admit, it is a little bit hurtful. It is a little bit upsetting that someone out here is trying to push even more out this scenario that I'm trying to scam people. And I'm like, that's the last thing I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to scam anybody. I'm going through a hard time. Okay, I have a child with a disability. I'm not explaining this in this video because most of you, the real ones who have been following me for a little while, y'all know what I'm talking about. You've seen it in my lives. You've seen it in my videos. You're adding 2 and 2 together. You're not stupid. So at the end of the day, I just have to remember that there are gonna be, this is what I want. I want this to happen. There are gonna be people that see me as a faker and all this shit. So they're gonna make these fake profiles about me, talking shit about me. It's gonna happen everywhere. Hopefully sometime soon I get some people sharing my profile that are actually supporting me. Cause it does suck. My biggest fear is having a bunch of people put out this scenario that I'm trying to scam people when, that's, again, the last thing I'm trying to do. I'm really just trying to get my life together. If I'm able to start working full time, I'm going to take the GoFundMe down. It's not going to stay there forever. It's just, I was desperate and didn't know how else to help me, and I was trying everything. And I'll admit the GoFundMe isn't going as well as I thought it would go, because I thought this wouldn't be that hard, I see all their people on here and their stories are blowing up and there are millions of people are commenting, and not millions, but hundreds of people are commenting, and they're like, oh, I'll support you. And I just feel like, yeah, because people can only see me as a scammer. I know, they're not really paying attention to the bigger picture. They're not listening to the fact that I'm, have a child with a disability and I don't have special services at home and I might not get it, and the waiting list is 3 years. It's almost been 3 years for me, but there's no funding at the moment. If you were on the special services at home page, you would see all that I'm talking about. I could share a little bit of it. I just don't. Good thing a lot of the posts are you can post anonymously, so maybe I will share a little bit of it. Just block people's names. Anyway, I don't want to make this a super long video. It's already getting long enough. The whole point is that, unfortunately, there are going to be people out there that are only going to see you as a scammer and a liar and a faker, and they're going to try to put this bad persona out into the world about you. You just have to ignore it and remember that at least they're giving me more exposure. They're putting my name more out there. So once people start to talk about me, who fucking cares if it's good or bad? People can talk about me all they want as long as they're talking about me, as long as my name is on their fucking tongue, you know? People are gonna believe whatever they want to believe, and the people that really want to find out if I'm actually a liar or scammer will come to my profile and find out for themselves, and that'll just help me get more followers, more supporters, more friends, more of a community. Oh, one other thing, I bet you they won't post anything about me trying to do the parent community get-together thing. They probably are, if they're like what I'm thinking they are, they're probably sitting there being like, oh, she's probably just using that as like a lie, as like a scam thing to try to make herself look like she's like a good person and she's not really trying to scam people, but she's really trying to scam people. Like, I'm really wondering like what's going on behind this person's like brain. What are they thinking? But then at the same time, I'm like, I really don't fucking care. I think what you want. It sucks. It hurts a little bit. Does it make it true? No. It doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it factual. So, I'm going to continue going on about my day. Like I always say, no matter what happens over social media, whatever happens over TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or whatever, it doesn't stop me from getting up, making my bed, taking care of my son, going to the club whenever the fuck I can do that. I can't wait till I can go back to the club when my parents finally get back from their week trip. All that shit. Doesn't stop me from living my life. And anyways, you guys get it. I'm gone. Thank you for listening. Bye.